Again, as I move around the mountain, we continue considering and discussing the issues that face our people. The neighborhood of this Mount Kenya forest and the other forests, the Abadeas, continue to suffer from the human-wildlife conflict. And the laws that were put up by the colonialists, much as we protect the animals, and they are good laws, but they discriminate against the human beings, and the compensation for loss of life is negligible. It is actually insulting. And along the way, we'll be reaching out to the leadership of the National Assembly to align these laws to reality so that the levels of compensation where there is loss of life or destruction of property by animals, the victims are adequately compensated. But in terms of protecting our ecosystem, we must look for a way how human beings must coexist with our heritage. We need these animals, but these animals are also there for the human being. And a project like this one behind me is the Rio intervention, putting electric fence across all our forests so that the animals can stay within the forest reserve and the human beings can continue doing their cultivation outside. And that way there will be peaceful coexistence between human and wildlife. So in my office, the president graciously gave me a function for the coordination of development partners. I'll be reaching out to many friends and partners to source for funds to expand our electric fencing around the Aberdare, around Mount Kenya, around Abosel, around Savo, and all other areas where we have our wildlife, so that the human beings who live near the forest are happy to protect the animals and they can coexist together. So I'm very happy on this project around this Mount Kenya forest, because now the people around this mountain and around this forest are able to coexist well with the wildlife. And these are programs and projects that we must fast track, and we must do a little bit more to get more funding so that those areas, especially in Laikipia County, we have a serious challenge in Laikipia County, where we have a lot of wildlife in the game ranches and other conservancies owned. There are huge tracts of land with very abundant wildlife, but our people are exposed and their crops have been destroyed year after year, and there is hue and cry. I'll be making a special intervention for Laikipia County to look for funds, to look for friends, to look for donors, to try to raise funds so that we can have electric fencing around all areas that are harboring wildlife, so that the people who neighbor those sanctuaries, those conservative areas, can coexist peacefully and happily with the wildlife.